And welcome everybody to the Daily Space Weather. First thing we're looking at is the sun, the provider of your space weather. We've got about 5 sunspot groups at the moment. We'll get into it in our next video in greater detail. Most of the activity showing up in the northern hemisphere. Also a coronal mass ejection strike forecasted, expected to cause a minor geomagnetic storm. Let's take a look at the colorized magnetogram next. So this is sunspot 2941 over here. This is about to set. This is sunspot 2939. Up here 2940. Right here 2941, and this is going to be sunspot 2943 over here. Already a beta class group, so flare likelihood still remains quite high. The main culprit is this sunspot up here. Let's take a closer look at the northern hemisphere sunspot scenarios. Here's 2940. Spectacular imagery there in 171 angstroms. And here's 2941. The most interesting sunspot group. The umbrae have been spreading apart from each other. And this is often something that we see before we see a large flare. So don't be surprised to see a large flare. There are a whole lot of filaments around there as well. Lots of ejecta to send Earth's way. So the radio flux has come up to 128, I believe it is now. Here's the 1-year chart of the radio flux. It's this black line here. You can see how proportional that is to the sunspot number, which is the red line below it. If you want to look at that graph yourself, it's on solon.info. So here is the coronal mass ejection strike from late in the 6th, early on the 7th. Expected to arrive here early in the day on the 10th. So in about 2 days, we're expecting a geomagnetic storm from this minor, sort of a glancing blow here. The modeling showing this CME splitting in 2. And here's the Space Weather Enthusiast dashboard NOAA forecast. Expecting a G1 geomagnetic storm here, a KP5, for about 9 hours there. Early in the day on the 10th. Looking at global seismicity, we see a bit of a 7 magnitude earthquake drought here. And a quick side note, the music that we're listening to at the moment, this is called La Tour de Chance, and it's available all over the internet now. If you do a search for Golden Cat Productions, you will find us all over the internet. These tracks are available on various different sources now, so check them out. It's the official music publisher of the Smash News Network, least busted name in news, Golden Cat Productions, my record label dating back to the year 2000. You can find a link on the Twitter page to that particular track that we were just playing there. It's called La Tour de Chance Speed. Anyway, minor 7 magnitude earthquake drought going on here. And we did note this 4.7 magnitude quake here happening very close to the North Geographic Pole. So there's a location of that one. You can see how far north in the Arctic Ocean that is. That was a 4.7 near Zemlya, out in the Arctic Ocean. And let's scroll up the list here. So nothing over a 6 magnitude. Some earthquakes in the South Pacific happening there. Deep quake in Bolivia. Wallace and Futuna saw a deep quake at over 400 kilometers estimated depth there. South Sandwich Islands, that's the southern Atlantic. I think the largest quake of the past 24 was this 5.4 at Micronesia. That came in at 23:29 yesterday. New Zealand saw a 5.0. That was north of the North Island. .1 at the South Sandwich Islands, 5.2 at Tonga, and a 5.0 southwest of Africa. Mainly south of Africa. So that's your earthquake list. If we missed anything, let us know in the comments. And next volcanoes, we've got a great digital surface map here of the Palma Volcano. You can find that on volcanodiscovery.com's Volcanoes Today page. So that's really all that's going on there. No major eruptions happening at La Palma, just that imagery. Luatolo exploding. That's in the Lesser Sunda Islands. No indication on the size of the ash plume there, but ejecting glowing ballistic pyroclasts. Glowing lava bombs, folks. Semeru Vulcanian-style eruptions happening on East Java, Indonesia from Semeru. Please do not build a campsite near the base of the mountain. There could be pyroclastic flows coming. Pavlov on the Alaskan Peninsula here. Some elevated surface temperatures happening there and effusive action, so maybe some new real estate being created there in Africa. And we always need additional real estate. Fuego exploding, flight level 150. It's a 15,000-foot ash plume over Guatemala from Fuego. Nevado del Ruiz exploding. 22,000-foot ash plume over Colombia. In other words, flight level 220. Sabancaya exploding. Flight level 240 from Sabancaya over Peru. Please don't pole vault the caldera. Today's featured product is the Do Not Pole Vault the Caldera products. We've got the socks. Perhaps pick yourself up a tote bag or a floor pillow. Telling your friends and foes the important public service message, do not pole vault the caldera. It could be unhealthful, and you may not have the skills of Steve Stimpak required to pole vault volcanic craters. Please don't do so. We need the views on YouTube. Remember, folks, if you're going through hell, keep going. And do not pole vault the caldera. This public service message brought to you at massive personal risk and expense by SmashOmash.com. So welcome to the Neo-Renaissance. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists. Were you aware that we're in the process of writing a paper to plausibly explain the underlying mechanisms associated with the solar sunspot and solar polar field reversal cycles? It's true, folks. It's true. Also, consider becoming a member of the Smash team if you enjoy the content and prefer to see it continue to exist and remain publicly visible. SmashOmash.com/Smash team. We've even put up a public post here about the most recent massive filament eruption. If you want to check that out, feel free. You can find links below the video as well as on the homepage at SmashOmash.com. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. SmashOmash, signing off from the Smash News Network, least busted name in news.